Hello friends, let's discuss about few basic research ethics. So very first research ethic is honesty. Be honest with your research. Never fabricate the results. Fabrication means generating wrong information, writing the results of experiment without actually doing the experiments. Never falsify the data. Falsification means the researcher is having the results but he is changing the readings as per his requirement. Imagine the case of 100 sample study. Authors new invented method give better results for 96 samples but fails for remaining 4 samples. That was the actual results, but the researcher shows that for all 100 samples he is getting better accuracy than other methods. My friends, don't do that. Instead, use some statistical test like chi-square test and mention that 95% confidence level. Don't plagiarize. Don't copy others' work in your research. Next research ethics is objectivity. Avoid partialities in doing experimental design and also in data or result interpretation. Imagine a case of comparison of two products, product A and product B, and you are having any relation with the manufacturer of product B, or you are the employee of product B, or you have received some funding, research funding from product B. In that case, there might be partiality in your result finding. The researcher may be biased and want to prove that product B is better than product A. So the standard publishers are asking about the declaration of conflict of interest from the authors. Give the clear declaration of conflict of interest. Next part is plagiarism. As per Oxford English Dictionary, plagiarism is defined as the action or practice of taking someone else's work or idea and passing it off as one's own, literally thief. IEEE defines the plagiarism as the reuse of someone else's prior processed results or words without explicitly acknowledging the original author and the source. So there are two types of plagiarism: copying the other's work or reusing own work again and again even it is already published, so that is self plagiarism. Both the types of plagiarism are considered to be unacceptable. Other types of ethical violation includes duplicate publication, that means publishing the same thing again and again, salmi publication, or segmented publication, which means publishing the one single work in several parts. So one can avoid the plagiarism by writing in your own language, giving proper citations, giving quotes specially for the definition as the definition cannot be changed, and giving proper references. Researcher needs to obtain the permission for the photographs, for the charts, for the tables, video, any graphs if they are using it from others' published work. Now let's see how to obtain the permission to reuse the work. Determine who is the owner of that material. Contact to the right holder. Right holder may be author, sometime right holder, the copyright holder may be the publisher. Written permission is always necessary. So write down a mail, or if that is a reputed publisher, they will be having their own copyright permission form. You need to fill that form and then you have to send to particular email address, and then you have to ask for the permission to reuse that particular part of the material. One can find IEEE plagiarism policy on given website. They have revised their plagiarism policy in the year 2020. IEEE Product Board Operation Manuals 2020 section 8.2.4.d. IEEE have defined three levels of plagiarism. Level 1 corresponds to the plagiarism when more than 50% of the work is copied, and in such case IEEE will put that author in ban author list and he will be banned for 3 to 5 years for any kind of IEEE publication. In level 2, similarity index is 20 to 50%, and in level 3, similarity index is less than 20%. UGC has also come up with some guidelines against the plagiarism. UGC has suggested to form Institutional Academic Integrity Panel, IAIP. UGC has suggested every college to form such kind of panel to deal with the cases of plagiarism. These are the levels of plagiarism defined by UGC. Level 3, where the similarity index is greater than 60%. In level 1, the similarity index is between 10 to 40%. And in level 3, similarity index is greater than 60%. If some students' work is found in level 3 category of plagiarism, then registration of that student to that particular degree program shall be cancelled. And if some faculty or academic person is found in plagiarism level 3, then he shall be denied a right of 2 successive annual increments. To make awareness about the research ethics, UGC has mandated 2 credit course on research and publication ethics, which is made compulsory to all the researchers. The guidelines were published in December 2019. It contains 6 modules, which includes scientific conduct, publication ethics, publication misconduct, open access publication, indexing database, and research matrices. Next important part is CC, Creative Commons license. A Creative Commons permit is one of the free open copyright license that empowers free conveyance of generally copyrighted work. So there are few types of CC. These are 4 main types I am discussing over here. CC0, which means it is publicly available to all. You can reuse it without acknowledging the work. You can modify it as per your requirement, and even you can use it commercially. Then you also have the other types like CC BY SA, CC BY NC, CC BY NC ND. The last type I will discuss, CC BY NC ND, meaning is that you can reuse this particular work provided that you will be citing proper reference of the original material. You are not allowed to remix in that particular material, and neither you are allowed to make commercial use of that material. So that's the example of my own published paper. See that the copyright is with authors and it is not with the publisher. And second important thing is that open access article, this is open access article under the license CC BY NC ND, meaning is that you can reuse the figures and tables available in this paper provided that you are giving proper citation to my paper. You are not allowed to remix in the figures and tables, neither you are allowed to make any commercial use of these tables and figures. This is the checklist or author responsibilities while preparing and submitting the manuscript. Ensure that the work is novel and your concept is original. Check the plagiarism from competent softwares like Turnitin. I will suggest to preserve the copy of that plagiarism report for your record. All the authors listed on manuscript should be aware of such kind of submissions. I will suggest to send an email of final version of your paper that you want to submit to particular journal along with the name of the journal to all the authors of your paper and inform them about such kind of submission. Ask their permission. Cite your previously published work. Obtain the copyright permissions if you are using any figure or table from some others' work. Include proper affiliation of all the authors. Include the funding agencies and declare clearly the conflict of interest. These are my references, and thank you. You can ask me any question on this email ID. Thank you for watching.